Ladies and gentlemen, now up to the plate is number 4, Serrano. It's his second appearance, first coming in the first inning where he got struck out. Pitcher looks to first base, throws to the pitching mound. Just now going to be a little meeting going on top of the pitching mound for Team USA. We'll be right back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are now back. Pitcher looks to first base, throws to home. That's going to go for a ball. It's going to give us a 3-0 count. Team Italy can really use this walk right now. That's going to go for strike number 1. Team Italy can really use this walk right now. They need to get men on bases if they want to put a run on the board. It's a pickoff attempt. Not in time. So here comes the pitch. Looks to first base. Throws to home. Swings towards the ground. Thrown to second base. Thrown to first base. And the double play is in effect. So the woes for Team Italy continue as they went from having potential 2 men on the diamond to now 0. So now up to the plate is number 18, Manning. This is Manning's second appearance so far in this ballgame. The first coming in the second inning where it was a flyout caught by the center fielder. Thrown to home for strike number 1. This pitcher doesn't have anybody on first base to look at as he throws once more. That's going to go for strike number 2. So an 0-2 count is now in front of us here. Here comes the pitch. That's going to go for ball number 1, giving us a 1-2 count here for Manning. Here comes the pitch. It's going to give us an even count now at 2-2. Pitcher sends him home. That's going to go towards the right side of the field. Thrown to the first baseman. And that's going to be the 3rd out and end the 4th inning. We'll be back for the top of the 5th. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back at the ball game now at the top of the 5th inning. It's now up to the plate is Brown, the third baseman. This is his 3rd appearance so far in this ball game. Coming in the 1st and the 2nd. A tale of 2 stories for Brown so far. One being a run and the other being a strikeout. Comes the pitch. That's going to be hit all the way to the right side. It looks like that's going to go for the foul ball. And indeed it is.
Pablo answered me, said he's not with the league anymore, but he's not trying out. Yes, sir, thank you.
Phone's open for you, man.
So here comes the pitch. A little too far outside, but that's going to go for the strikeout. Here comes the pitch, now up to the plate. Number 16, Mileni, the center fielder. This is Mileni's 3rd appearance in today's ball game, with a highlight of a run coming in the 1st inning. Pitch dealt. It's going to be swung for a foul. So here comes the pitch. That's going to be popped all the way towards the right side of the field and caught by the right fielder. It's going to put 2 outs on the board now for Team USA, back to back. Now up to the plate is Hill, the catcher. This is Hill's 3rd appearance with a highlight of a run coming in the 3rd inning. Here comes the pitch. That's going to be an 0-1 count. Here comes the pitch. Swung and a miss for strike number 1. That's going to give us a 1-1 count here. Pitch, too far outside. It's going to give us a 2-1 count here. Here comes the pitch. That's going to be swung for a foul ball. So there's a discussion going on between the umpire and the Team Italy dugout. So here comes the pitch. And an error from the second baseman is going to result in a single for number 18.
It's like a World War II.
Now up to the plate is number 7, Crosby, the designated hitter. Crosby's had a very successful time up at the batting plate, getting 2 runs on the day, including a home run coming in the 3rd inning. And an error is going to allow Hill to get all the way up to second base. Here comes the pitch. That's going to be fouled towards the right side, right around the Team USA dugout. So we have an 0-1 count here for Crosby. The pickoff attempt is actually successful. So the pickoff attempt against Hill is successful, and that's going to do it for the top of the 5th inning. We'll be back for the bottom of the 5th. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. We are now at the bottom of the 5th inning. Now up to the plate is number 92, McDaniel. It's McDaniel's 2nd appearance in this ball game, and that's going to be a little too far outside for ball 1. Here comes the second pitch. Swing and a miss for strike number 2. Strike number 1. Comes the pitch. That's going to be driven to the center part of the field and an easy catch by the center fielder. It's going to be a fly out for out number 1. Now up to the plate. It's number 6, Batsell. This is Batsell's second appearance in this ball game. Previous one coming in the second inning where he got struck out. Comes the pitch. A little too far outside for ball number 1. And that's going to be driven and caught. Now up to the plate is number 48, Moreno. This Moreno's second appearance. First coming in the third inning, where he got struck out off a full count. That's going to be driven to the shortstop, thrown to the second baseman, and thrown to the first baseman. And the double play is in effect. That's going to be a relatively quick bottom of the 5th. We'll be back for the top of the 6th. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a new pitcher.
Not even on.
Ladies and gentlemen, we now have a new pitcher for Team Italy. Number 7. This is Italy's third pitching change of the day. Now up to the plate is number 7, Crosby. This is Crosby's 3rd appearance in this ball game. He's been the most successful hitter so far for Team USA, getting 2 runs in the 1st and 3rd inning. So that's going to go for a ball. Going to put 2 balls on the count.
Oh, thank you.
I'll tell you what happened.
Comes the next pitch. And that's going to make it. Looks to be a 3-0 count. Indeed it is. All right, here comes the pitch. And he's going to walk. So we do have a man now on base for Team USA as McClurdy is now up to the plate. This is McClurdy's 3rd appearance in this game with the highlight of a run, the 4th for Team USA coming in the 1st inning. Here comes the pitch. And the catcher thinks to try to pick off Crosby, but thinks otherwise. Pitch is thrown. It's going to go for another ball. So we have a 2-0 count presented in front of us. Here's the pitch. So during that play, Crosby managed to steal a base to get all the way up to 2nd. Number 7 pitches, sends it home for the walk. So we have men on 1st and 2nd here for Team USA. So now up to the plate is number 12, Masser. This is Masser's 2nd appearance in this ball game, with the highlight of getting all the way to 3rd base, all the way back in the 1st inning. There's a little bit of discussion going on between the catcher and the pitcher for Team Italy. Here comes the pitch. A little too far outside. That's going to go for ball number 1. Men on 1st and 2nd. Pitcher sends her home. Going to go for strike number 1. The 1-1. Pitch is thrown and goes for a foul ball. And potential advancements for both basemen are going to be nullified. here comes the pitch.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to go
Hey, great pitch, man.
for a strikeout. It's now up to the plate is number 6, Milan, the left fielder. It's Milan's third appearance of the ball game, with the highlight of getting to first base coming in the first inning. So there's one out on the board for. That's going to be bobbed to the left side of the field. This should be a relatively easy catch, and indeed it is. So the left fielder puts 2 outs on the board for
Good job, Nick.
Team USA. Now up to the plate, the second baseman Rosai, his third appearance in this ball game. Pitcher sends her home.
Wow. Good pitch, Nick. Oh, what happened?
That's going to go for strike number 1.
Good pitch. He's got a good hook.
Oh, you did? You got the ground out too, the ugly ground out? Keep that video to yourself. No what's on.
Here comes the pitch.
That's for the trash picture.
Swings for strike number 2. So we have an 0-2 count here. Here comes the 0-2.
Oh, get him!
Try to pick off, but gets to third base.
I don't care. I'll do it for you, but I don't like it.
I knew I had one more pass.
You saw what he posted? Did you see what he posted?
Get the batter.
Here comes the pitch. It's going to go for a foul ball. Pitch is thrown. Way too far outside. It's going to be a ball. 2-2 count. Here comes the 2-2. That's going to be driven to the left side of the field, and another catch by the left fielder to put 3 outs and end top of the 6th. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now back for the bottom of the 6th inning as there is a pitcher change for Team USA. As the new pitcher and the catcher have a little bit of a discussion here. As we're ready to begin the bottom of the 6th. Number 42 is up to the plate. Murillo, this is Murillo's second appearance of the ball game. The first coming all the way back in the 3rd inning, where he managed to get the base hit off of a full count and getting as far as second base. Here comes the pitches in the ground. It's going to be ball number 1. Second pitch is thrown for ball number 2. Giving us a 2-0 count here, folks. Pitch is sent home for strike number 1, giving us a 2-1 count here. Pitch is thrown, a little too far outside, but the umpire is going to count that as strike number 2. Here comes the pitch, and that's going to be a strikeout for number 42. Now up to the plate is number 2. Number 2? That's going to go for a ball. This is Churamon's third appearance in this ball game. Both of them resulting in getting as far as first base. Here comes the pitch. He swings for strike number 1. So the 1-1 count is now presented in front of us. Pitch is thrown in the dirt for ball number 2. Going to be a 3-1 count now. Here comes the pitch, and he's going to go for the walk. Now up to the plate is number 8, Gomez. This is Gomez's 3rd appearance in this ball game. Gomez has he's had a really rough time on the plate so far, not getting to any bases, whether it be a fly out by the center fielder or the shortstop throwing it to second baseman. It has not been the start. It's not really been the ball game for Gomez up on the plate that he's been looking for. But as we all know, ladies and gentlemen, anything can change in just 1 inning. This pitch is thrown. It's going to be a 2-0 count. Pitch is thrown. And that is going. And in the midst of all that, Shuraman is able to advance himself to second base. (3-0), and he's going to go for the walk. So Gomez walks himself to first base. Shuraman is able to get the stolen base for second. There's now a discussion. Team USA being held at the pitching mound. Number 24, Hovak, is now up to the plate. This is his third appearance so far in this ball game, with the highlight of scoring a single back in the fourth inning. All the Team USA players go back to their positions. Here comes the pitch. Swung, but for a foul ball. It's going to give us an 0-1 count here for number 24. Hovak is ready, but that's going to go for the 1-2 count. So Team Italy right now putting themselves in decent position to finally get a run on the board, as they've been unsuccessful for the previous 5 innings. But with men on first and second, if Hovak could just get a good deep ball hit towards center field, or really anywhere, then he could put his team in prime position. As an error by the catcher, however, no advancements for anyone on base. So Hovak right now just needs a really good dart, whether that being, a home run or just getting a really good ground ball, and really just trying to get the second baseman to third base. And that's going to be a ground ball to the right side. He's going to throw it to second base. And ladies and gentlemen, we do have fully loaded bases. So as I talked about, what Hovak needed was a really good ground ball, and he got that. We now have fully loaded bases. Now up to the plate now is number 4, Serrano. This is Serrano's third appearance in the ball game. And it's been a very rough time for Serrano so far, getting struck out in the first inning, and then a series of catches ended with an out from the first baseman. Swing for strike number 1 for Serrano. Here comes the pitch. A little too far outside. That's going to put the count even at 1-1. Here comes the pitch. That's going to be swung for a foul. Seems like it went into the Team USA dugout. Here comes the pitch. That's going to go for the strikeout. So the umpire rules it as a strike. That's going to end Serrano's relatively rough time so far today, as Number 35. This would be Manning up, but seems to be a sub in for Manning here in the lineup. That's going to go for a ball. And that's going to be swung for strike number 1. Here comes the pitch. And that's going to be fouled off to the right side of the field and then bopped back right behind the umpire. So once again, we have fully loaded bases, and that's going to go a little too far out for another ball. Once again, we have fully loaded bases. However, there are 2 outs on the board, so this could really go either way here for Team Italy. Can they get some runs on the board, or are they still going to have a goose egg in that column with another out? Here comes the pitch, and that's going to be fouled towards right above the broadcast booth, believe it or not. So number 35 is going to get another chance here. And that's going to be strike number 3. So a prime position to potentially score a run is all for naught for Team Italy. They'll have to wait one more inning to try to get at least a run on the board. We'll be back. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the top of the 7th inning. So, barring a late game comeback from Team Italy, looks like Team USA is going to run away with the championship. So now up to the plate is number 8. That is going to be the shortstop. Excuse me, it's going to be Robinson, the right fielder. This is Robinson's 3rd appearance so far in this ball game, and he's had a relatively rough time up on the batting plate. Here comes the pitch. That's going to go for a ball. Pitch is dealt. That's going to go for strike number 1. I'm going to give us an even count here, a 1-1. Here comes the pitch. Going to go into the dirt. Here comes the pitch once more. Sends her home. A little too far out. That's going to give us a 3-1 count. Here comes the pitch. And it's going to go for a walk. That is Robinson's first appearance on a base so far today. On that walk is now up to the plate is the shortstop. This is his 3rd appearance in this ball game so far. And very similar to our previous batter, he's had a rough go at it. Can he change his luck here? We're about to find out. This pitch is thrown. That's going to go for strike number 1. He looks to first base. Pitcher sends her home. That's going to be fouled towards the back of home plate. Pitcher looks to first base, looks in front of him, throws it home. Strike number 3 for the shortstop as we now head back to the top of the starting lineup. Number 5, Brown, the 3rd baseman, for his 4th appearance up on the plate, with a highlight coming all the way back in the first inning being a run. However, ever since then, it has not been successful.
Sorry? Thank you.
There is a change to the lineup as number 5 is now up. Number 5 is relieving Brown in the lineup, who had a run and 2 strikeouts. So that's going to go for a ball. Pitcher looks at first base. Looks at home plate. Throws. That's going to go for ball number 2. So we have a 2-0 count in front of us here, folks. Pitcher throws, swings, and a miss for strike number 1. This crowd waits in anticipation of what's about to happen next. Here comes the pitch. That's going to go in the dirt. It's going to be a 3-1 count.
I have no idea.
Here comes the pitch. As the stolen base attempt
Doesn't matter, it's a walk.
doesn't matter, as it is a walk for number 5. Now to the plate, number 13.
Hey, Brown.